Looks like he has put in the definitive kick to the finish. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 winner of the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler from Chicopee, Mass. In the Western Mass Distance Project, Amos Sang. From the Boston Athletic Association, Brian Harvey. From the Whirlaway Racing Team, Ruben Sanka and Neil Darmody. So it is Amos Sang, Brian Harvey, Ruben Sanka, Neil Darmody. That is how the top four shook out. How about one more round of applause for our top four finishers, Amos Sang, Brian Harvey, Ruben Sanka, and Neil Darmody. So as we said, they were together at 5K, and it was Amos Sang who had the finishing kick to finish first. Here's Timothy Gill and Jason Ayer, Western Mass Distance Project. So the Western Mass Distance Project with 3 finishers so far. Joseph Carpenter, Boston Athletic Association. Nacho Hernando, Millennium Running, a former New Hampshire Run of the Year. How about Kevin Cooper, Battle Road, TC. Scott Mindell, Central Mass Striders. Peter Gilmore, Boston Athletic Association. Nate Jenkins, Central Mass Striders. Nick Aguila, Millennium Running. He was the top New Hampshire male at this year's Boston Marathon. Coming off a great weekend after a strong performance at the Northeast Delta Dental Mount Washington Road Race. Here's Dan Smith, Western Mass Distance Project. Andrew Chalmers, Greater Boston Track Club. Michael Carlone, Greater Boston Track Club. Scott Leslie, Central Mass Striders. Sean Highland, Boston Athletic Association. Eric McDonald, Whirlaway Racing Team. 2 Central Mass Striders, Pat Fullerton and Ben Fazio, with David Metzger of the Greater Boston Track Club finishing. Scott Vandermolen, Western Mass Distance Project. Alan Donato, Greater Boston Track Club. J.B. Zapata, Millennium Running. Steve Hammer, the Gate City Striders out of Nashua. Hitting the final stretch, Robert Delio, Greater Boston Track Club. Jacob Wormall, Gate City Striders. Sam Gray, Whirlaway Racing Team, another runner who ran yesterday at the Northeast Delta Dental Mount Washington Road Race. Here's Jason Riley, Boston Athletic Association, across the finish line in just over 27 minutes. Chris Klesnick, Somerville Road Runners. Ivan Cordero represents the Western Mass Distance Project. Alex Luchenko, former New Hampshire Run of the Year, and Colton Ham from Dublin, Millennium Running Strong. David Bedoya, Boston Athletic Association. Steve Polito, Battle Road Track Club. Dave Kruniak, Wicked Running. Holly Reese, Battle Road Track Club, your top female at the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler with what is a course record of 27:50 for Holly Reese, your women's winner. Here's Jose Ortiz, Whirlaway Racing. Jason DiDonato, Millennium Running. Craig McMahon from Derry. Steve Dowsett, Whirlaway Racing Team. Zachary Zweitag, Millennium Running. Eric Flayman, Western Mass Distance Project. Andreas Hallman, Boston Athletic Association. Matt Solomon, Green Mountain Athletic Association. Dave DeChellis, Whirlaway Racing. Mike Bisbee, Millennium Running. John Joyce, Western Mass Distance Project. Lindsey Smith, BAA. Alan Bernier, Central Mass Strider, former top UNH runner. Joe Navis, Whirlaway Racing. Chris Brown, Battle Road TC. Sam Seekins, Dirigo Racing Club. Kevin Gorman, Central Mass Striders. Kiernan Condon, Somerville Road Runners. Alex Hall, Josh Perks, Richie Spitzberg, Millennium Running. Brian Collins, Somerville Road Runners. Scott Anderson, Whirlaway Racing. Kate Morozuski, Boston Athletic Association. Charlie Bemis, Whirlaway Racing. Scott Scott Berger, Greater Boston Track Club. Danielle Bessett, Battle Road Track Club. Justin Douglas, the Greater Lowell Road Runners. Brad Kleindies, Whirl Away Racing. Courtney Burling, Western Mass Distance Project. Arthur Bessie, Central Mass Striders. Robert Jackman, Warwick, Rhode Island Central Mass Striders. Allison McCabe, Greater Boston Track Club. Andy Messer, Western Mass. Michael Frazee, Whirl Away Racing. Kevin Delaney, Cambridge Sports Union. John Pierce, Ginger Reiner, Joe Sabrina, Michael Stent, Millennium Running. Corey Gerard and John Barber, longtime runner of the Greater Lowell Road Runners, 63 years old, running strong. Here's three-time Northeast Delta Dental Mount Washington Road Race winner Dave Dunham from the Central Mass Striders. Matt Theordis, Greater Lowell Road Runners. Jenna Gigliotti, Western Mass Distance. Caroline Scatabo, Battle Road. Ali Orsini, Greater Boston. Michael McGrain, Boston Athletic Association. At 30:30 on the clock, they come into Anheuser-Busch to finish the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. Let's give out some high fives to Dan Barrington, Central Mass Striders. Longtime Cambridge Sports Union runner Terrence McNatt. Emily Cousins, Millennium Running. Mary Clenny, Millennium Running. Jacqueline Solomon, Whirl Away Racing. Joe O'Leary, Somerville Road Runners. Pam O'Sullivan, Millennium Running.
Nice job.
Michael Daniels from Warwick, Rhode Island, and the Tuesday Night Turtles finishes. They continue to run down that hill and run strong to the finish line, including two Crash Concept runners, Katrina Vasallo and Megan Nedlow. Here's Keely McGuire, Millennium Running. Rob Chisholm, Gate City Striders. One of the all-time great New Hampshire runners, Kristen Daneski, Whirl Away Racing. Mark Reeder, Greater Lowell Road Runners. Juris Cooper, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Aaron Lawrence, Greater Boston Track Club. Chris Parker, Cambridge Running Club. Diane Bowser, Craft Concept. John Schoenberg, Boston Athletic Association. Chris Hancock, Greater Lowell Road Runners. Craig Drobick, Colin Laughlin, Greater Lowell. Leslie Odell, Central Mass Striders, doing the double after yesterday's Northeast Delta Dental Mount Washington Road Race. Future Hall of Famer Mimi Fallon runs across the finish line representing the Boston Athletic Association. Cappy Capella, Tri-Valley Frontrunners. Bradley Gates, Wicked Running. Caitlin DeFava, Millennium Running. Edward Poto, Greater Springfield Harriers. Two Whirl Away Racing runners. Tammy Roby from right here in New Hampshire and Danielle Poto from Raynham, Massachusetts. Danielle Poto representing Whirl Away. Tina Dowling representing Whirl Away. Brian Whitmore, Manchester. A.R. Payne, Cambridge Sports Union. Peter Legault, Pete, Greater Lowell Road Runners. How about Jackson McGrave and Lucas Fisher, Madeline Weber, Andy McDonald, Paul Hammond, longtime Whirl Away Racing team member, goes the distance. Jim Rhodes from Greater Lowell Road Runners. Brian Booth and David Wojcicki. David, a local runner from right here in Merrimack, running on his home turf. Here's Brian Hamill and Ken Warren, Tom Barrett, D.T. Cole, William Dixon, 70 years young, from Brattleboro, Vermont, representing the Greater Lowell Road Runners, a nationally ranked 70 and over runner. Samuel Neff from Bow, Hope Phelan, Western Mass Distance Project. James Lindsay, Central Mass Striders. Jeff Clark, Greater Lowell Road Runners. Eric Chapdelaine, Bedford, New Hampshire. John Singlace, Gate City Striders. Andy Paradis, Western Mass Distance Project. David Posnick, Jacqueline, Tuesday Night Turtles. Lauren Tilton, Whirl Away Racing, all finishing the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler under 34 minutes on the clock. Another sub 34-minute performance will be turned in by Jeremy Gibson of Bedford and Ann Treadwell, Green Mountain Athletic Association, and Justin Patrick, Greater Lowell Road Runners. Norm Larson, Green Mountain. David Audette from Chester, New Hampshire, longtime New Hampshire runner representing the North Medford Club. Robert Day, Greater Lowell. Phil Savoy, Central Mass. Kate McCormick, Battle Road. Heather Lane, Whirlaway Racing. Jeff Mestrowski, Greater Lowell. James Wilson, Boston Athletic Association. Sue McLeod, Whirlaway. Emily Stover, Greater Lowell. As we approach 30 seconds, and now 30 seconds to get in under 35 minutes, a 7-minute per mile pace for these runners. Can they turn on the afterburners for the final stretch to get in under 35 minutes? Here comes Steve Rulo, Gate City Striders. He'll be a sub 35-minute finisher. So will Kevin Gage of Bedford. Marcy Cabanas, Western Mass District Project, along with a whole host of others, will turn it on and come in under 35 minutes, including young Chloe Trudell, 12 years old, from Amherst. How about William Pine, Cambridge Sports Union. Phil Faria, Greater Lowell Roadrunners. Nadine Palmer, Whirlaway Racing Team, future Hall of Famer from right here in New Hampshire. Brian Riley, Stephen Shaw also represent Greater Lowell Roadrunners at the finish line. Let's give out a high five to Melissa Hine, Western Mass Distance Project, and Tim Blanchard, Somerville Roadrunners, and David Sarin in Bedford, Heather Spinney, Whirlaway, Bud Marrow, Kate O'Malley, Somerville Roadrunners, Angela Schatz, Western Mass, Dana Parrow, Western Mass, Michael Popham, Bedford, Paul Lee, Community Running, Marin Barrett, Eric Nowak, Mark Ansley, Greater Lowell, Rebecca McMahon, the future Mrs. Peabody from Millennium Running, Jeffrey Hargraves, Tom McMullen, Kevin Cormier, Trevor Ward, Dan Healy, Millennium Running, Katrina Martin, Whirlaway, Dave Desjardins, Kevin Parent, Jasper Bader, Elizabeth Levitan, Lisa Zapala, Whirlaway. About Kristen Tetro and Mary Lamey and Nathan Burnham and Walter Laws and Tom Stewart, Robert Sopkowicz, Nick Delaney, Nashua, Adam Lawrence, Goffstown, Amanda King, Liberty Athletic Association, one of the iconic running clubs in the country, Mike Tully, Greater Lowell, Mark Ambrose, Gate City Striders, Suzanne Chavis, Boston Athletic Association, Nancy Corsaro, Whirlaway Racing Team, Suzanne Armistead, Bedford, John Leto, Nashua. Some of them running to complete the Elliott Millennium Series and earn their souvenir gear. Some running for the USA Track and Field New England Grand Prix, all running to finish the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. Will remind runners immediate results, instant results at the Millennium Running Trailer right next to the finish line. Instant results right at the finish line, and those instant results will now include Carol Hurley, Central Mass, Elizabeth Cooney, Somerville Roadrunners, Stephen Satori, Greater Lowell, Karen McGahee, Central Mass, Ginny Haas, Bow, Robert Willett, Loudon, where it's fast runners today, not just fast cars. Vanessa Diana, Western Mass Distance Project, Mike Garfield, Bow, John Hackney, 72 years young, from the Green Mountain Athletic Association, Chip Mann, Greater Lowell, Ryan Kenny Ware, Jeff Upton, Bedford, Victoria Bach, Liberty Athletic Association, Nick Cumbo, Salem, Mass, Andrew Lathrop, Milford, Sarah Dowd, Wicked Running, Mike Crane, Gate City Striders, Gordon McFarland, a future Hall of Famer from the Cambridge Sports Union, John Gorman, longtime runner from Whirlaway Racing, doing the double after the Northeast Delta Dental Mount Washington Road Race. David Penn from Greater Lowell, Andrew Wing from the town of Ware, Caroline Canena from Massachusetts, John Griffin Kingsborough, Sarah Martin Pittsfield, Jay Morgan, Greater Lowell, Peter from Merrimack, a local runner making good on his home turf, Chris Cloutier, Andover, Wicked Runnings, Kaylee Trombley, Sumner Brown, 73 years young, from the Cambridge Sports Union, Matt Carroll, Lowell, Brian Reeves, Shirley, Karen Durante, Whirlaway Racing, Robert Petito, Matthias Lippman, Rachel Cataldo, Brendan Duffy, Ted Samergo, Gate City Striders, David Murphy, Mark Beauregard, Aaron Flett, Patrick Murray, Tibbin Cassavan, Joel Connolly, Derek Ganiak, Ashley Vanna, Greg Schmidt, Suzanne Barker, Gate City Striders, Pat Garrett, Julie Haynes, Winner's Circle Running Club, Michael White, Sarah Prescott, Whirlaway Racing Team, an iconic New Hampshire running figure for many years. William Gonsorek, Central Mass. Bill Boyd, Gate City. Lee and Pancoast, Greater Lowell. Andrea Damaris, Frank Ruggiero, Central Mass. Rebecca Dorr, Gate City. 3 Greater Lowell Roadrunners, David Lowell, Connolly, Michelle Martin, and Lindsay Martin. Terry Powell, Tri-Valley Frontrunners. Christine Hood, Gate City Striders. Darrell Willette, the legendary runner from Hooksett. Karen Laverdier, Western Mass. Stephen Finnerty, Chris Reeves, Tim Miller, Stephen Villegas, William Cobus, Liz Champagne, Eric Eastman, Kristen Barry, Diane Olson, Sammy Cochran, Colleen Chapeldane, Amanda McCann, Gate City Striders, Sammy Cochran, Tim Taylor, Mark Lalaberti, Phil Cutler, and Daniel Johnson, all finishing the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. Let's give out a high five to Stephen Laska and salutes Mark Poirier and Stephen Hyatt and Scott McCurdy Sr. and Millennium Running's Karen Berquist, Eric Gentle, Linda Fortunato, Sisu Project, Andre Chardonnay, Greater Lowell, Alda Cossey, Liberty, Tom Peters, Greater Lowell, Kathleen Murphy, Central Mass, Ryan Warren, Kristen Moses, Bryce Stack, Kristen Kaufman, Liberty Athletic Association. There's Gretchen Clenny as Team Clenny rocks it again in a New Hampshire road race. Casey Hill, Sisu Project, Jeffrey Liebel, Goffstown, Heidi L'Italian, Londonderry, Stephen Carroll, Auburn, Sean Patton, Beth Whipple, Gate City Striders, Brian Key, Joey Skull, and Jonathan Schwanbeck, Watertown, Massachusetts. A strong run to the finish for Matt Hunt and Trevor Black and Mark Doyle and Karen, George, Sheldon Fisher, Mallory Taylor. Lee Fox, Greater Lowell, Jeff West, Hooksett, Catherine Shagnon, Londonderry, Nick Canning, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the Granite State. Laura Chenoweth from Bow, home of Miss New Hampshire, Lauren Percy. James Piakarski, Brenda Gallen, Michael O'Hara, Stephen Todd, Sean Simmons, and Alexandria DeBarnis all have gone the distance at the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. We'll say the same for Jeremy Berger from Gate City and Martin Murphy, Londonderry, Michael Nixon, Tri-Valley Frontrunners, Troy Cumbo, Bill Ricca, Mass. Mission accomplished, Maggie Kennedy, Greater Lowell. You too, Matt Hines and Kevin Crump. Give a cheer for Sean O'Connell's Sisu Project. Keep the cheering going for Nate Froment and Dita Horn and Cliff Osinski. Take a bow, Sean McDonald Hooksett, as you finish the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. You too, Amanda Morrow, Rebecca Kadish, Gate City Striders, Chris Fleming, Harry Carter, Boston Athletic Association. He's 80 years young, folks, and he's gone 5 miles in under 43 minutes. Gregory Audette, Jim Eck, Ben Dugas, Michelle Collier, Wendy Newsham, Lynn Chang, Shannon Beaumont, Tom Kolb, Trista Brown, John Harris, Brian Eng, Nancy Dorn, Haley D'Arcangelo, Rebecca Dugas, Matt Bose, Seth Johnson, Lindsay Taylor, Joanne Willette, the beauty pageant rock star. Tyler Bernier, Dave Brannon, Robert Knight, 73 years young, representing the New England 65 Plus Club. Michael Marshall, Richard Paulson, Christina Cipriani, Phil Murray, Allison Davis, and Jennifer Hull. How about Kerry Rollins, John Ferns, Mike Gaumont, Chris and Cotner. As the sun comes out and increases the challenge, they continue to run 5 miles through the streets of Merrimack, New Hampshire, to start and finish at Anheuser-Busch and complete the task of running the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. And they include Anthony Bianchi, Gate City Striders, Lynn Sullivan, Elisa Jacobs, Kelsey Marchand, Laura Sheridan, Arn Johansson, Maggie Ramos, Jeremy Gill, Danielle White, Chris Kelly, David Dennis, Nicole Richards, James Kortowski, Matt Bashalmi, Michelle Zahn, Tanya Emerson, Dee Foley, Tracy Harding, Lisa Raitt, David Zenka, Lisa Riley, Lily Anglin, Michael Neal, Lisa Lalaberti, Matt Shapiro, Shady Reader, Laura Barbosa, Derek Demeter, Drusilla Pat Odo, Liberty Athletic, Kimmy Harding, Joe Porcelli, 73 years young, David Logan, Richard Rogers, Andrew DiMattina, Julian Fraze, Crystal Barovich, Scott Mora, Wendy Briggs, Bill Collins, Kathy Flanders, Aaron Walker, David Burns, Elaine Brown, Phil Twombly, Robert Sullivan, Susie Berman, Rick McGuire, Josh Bishalny, James Dupuis, Armin Kasanjian, Julie Jordan, Erica Campbell, and Jake Ozier. Let's cheer loud and proud for Brewster Bartlett, Melissa Rosenthal, Peggy Kelly, Monique Lamont, Lindsay Landry, Charles Reardon, Howard Hersey. As we turn 45 minutes on the clock, it's Chet Downtown Brown from Raymond, Minnie Kamara, Casey Belleville, Jeff Demers, Taylor Studley, Rick Byfield, Rick Harding, Greater Lowell, Michelle Demergian, Richard Deshays, Donna Saracen, Eduardo Camacho, Richard Bellino, Angela Paulin, Steve Knopf, Elise O'Rourke, Wayne St. Jakes, Laura Vance, Gate City Striders, Kenny McLeod, Rick Boss, Tom Raffio, the CEO of Northeast Delta Dental, finishing the double and continuing to lead that men's 60 to 69 group in the Elliott Millennium Series. How about Megan Haslam, Gate City Striders, Martin Burton, Milford, Tony Mattis, Meredith, rocking it again at a New Hampshire race. You rock, Mr. Tony Mattis. Morris, Larry, Howard Talkman, Emily Nowak, Joe Kappa, Christy Kim, Nathan Beauregard, Jeffrey Bly, and Billy Ozier. Representing the Greater Lowell Roadrunners and doing it in a proud manner is Tammy McDonough, Tiffany Sweeney, Jenny Couch, Charlie Lawrence, Brendan Burns, Gina Jobert, Gate City Striders, Zach Gauthier, a young runner from Nashua, Tracy Beauregard, Nathan Stone, Dennis Weiner, Scott Sinopoli, Shauna Pescucci, Colleen Casper, Greater Lowell, Katie Tobin, Connor Butt, Mark Mantier, Stephanie Kellogg, Adriana Tyers, Carolyn McPhee, Todd Keating, Antonio Calvacanti, Greater Lowell Roadrunners. Team Orange, Sarah and Kevin side by side to the finish. Phil Pierce, 75 years young, representing the New England 65 Plus Club. Tom Cordemonte represents the Greater Lowell Roadrunners. Michael Roby from Londonderry. John Ambriano, Merrimack. From the North Shore Striders, David Newell. Philip Behrens, Londonderry. Deborah McCurdy, Manchester. Hugo Gonzalez, the rock star from Manchester. Babak Mimozzi from Merrimack. Rhonda Reed, Gunnar Silvery. Lori Tuttle, Michelle Edwards. Rebecca Zerlin. Stacy Shaw, Sean Rooney, Alexandra Talkman. Jennifer Crosett, Millennium Running. Roxanne Gagnon, Michelle Kowalewski, Michelle Munjones, Jonathan Doughton, Brianna Niquette, Terry Anderson, Allison Pearsall, Kristen Lacoste, Pam Bennett, Greg Roberts, Nathan Davis, Evan Shine, Amy Lashua, Andrea Vino, Raymond Jones, James Emerson, Megan Crapo, Katie Fucillo, Tim Shaughnessy, Barbara O'Beckney, Millennium Running Strong. Jeremy Kipp, Gate City, David Enriquez, Andrew DeCarteret, Lawrence Steinecker, William Benjamin. The iconic Donna Dusty finishes yet another Millennium race. Brian Bennett, Todd Sullivan, Amanda Blanchard, Caitlin Silva, the Silverado. Elizabeth Dawson, Sisu Project. Sarah DePomprion, Mark Lacombe, Auburn. A whole host of runners at the finish line, including Nora Mann, Liberty Athletic, Crystal Tilton, Ron Valancourt, Leah Balcom, Rebecca Dupert, and John Santino, and Phil Fierce, visually impaired, running yesterday's Northeast Delta Dental Millennium running, Mount Washington Road Race, and coming back to run the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. Annie Roberts, Ripley Dragon, Simpson Bennett, Parker Webb, William Chester, Chelsea Devers, Chris St. John, Rachel Adams. Live results right at the Millennium Running tent, runners. Live results right at the Millennium Running trailer and tent right at the finish line. Live results. And those results will now include Stacy Gallant, Jory Felker, Amy Bodo, Vincent Capitalupo, Kevin Posey, Teresa Caldwell, Amanda Charbonneau. Suresh Penamutasa from Greater Lowell will finish. Melissa Boland, Jared Clancy, Millennium Running, Chris Moore, Brian Keevy, Tony Costello, Brittany Bello, Christine Ebert, Fred Shaw, Shannon Duffy, Carly Matthews, Skate City Striders, Kim Badessa, Joe DiMattina, Jennifer Stairtorp, Tim Tracy, Michael Pelletier, Randy Williams, Leck from Manchester, Jamie Bosell, Team Posetta, Henry and Ellen side by side and hand in hand at the finish.
Nice job, Andy Shackett, calling a lot of names so far. Call in somebody from the bullpen here, Amanda Marie, Beth Cataret, Tom, and Donald Denninger.
And I guess I should have called Jamie Staten, WMUR. Sorry, I missed you, Jamie.
That's better that you didn't. Heather Harad, Arcadia Bernard finishing up, Chris Podessa, the Gillis family, Olivia Gagney, Pedro Melendez, Jennifer Bonia, Emily LaPrade. Here comes Christy Carroll, Jacqueline Ruby, Stephen Kopicki, Alicia Hill finishing. Lisa LaRose finishing the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. David Betts, Rob Silver, Hank Lopez coming in. Dale Latorno, the Hubbard family from the Gate City. Shauna Sousa, Lisa Craig from Goffstown. Here comes Timothy Hurley, Robert D. Arcangelo, Timothy Hurley, Charla Stevens, Joe Stelmick, Amy Bloom from the Queen City, Denise Liddy is coming on in, Robin Burrows. Nice job on a hot day, runners. Catherine Kane, Jeffrey DeRozier, Sean West, Angela Boyle, Ashley Langlois, Erica Menard, and Joan Lord. Here comes Lisa McAllister, Jennifer Finnegan, Amy Gaff, Paul Poisson, Kelly Murphy. Results on MillenniumRunning.com. Madison Milne, Meredith Gill, Colin Roach, Scott Reed, Jason Sheehan, Jeremy Hinton, Eric Boucher from Amherst. Finishing up, Michael Owens, Amy McVeigh, Charles McClay.
How about Ada Phillips, Carlos Rivera, Anna Ladd, Ken Hardy, Jennifer Little, Jenny Krista, Scott Jenkins, Kristen O'Neill, Brian Earnshaw, Jaden Bosquet, William Harrington, Hey Hao Kwong, Manchester, Imelda Genel, Donna Murphy, Hudson, Suzanne Bosquer, Sun City, Arizona. Welcome to the East Coast.
Yes, Suzanne Beauclair, Queen City Runners coming on in. Way to go, Suzanne.
Eileen Spear, Wicked Running, Mitch Coop, Robert Capitalupo, Jennifer Canada, Kim McAndrew, Andrea St. Ange, Nicole Greenslit, Christina Belno, Leanne Ward, Gate City Striders.
Give it up for Jillian Deanna, Deborah Mitchell, Andrew Hitchcock, Gail Paquin. It's Michelle Kelly, Brian Gill, Jessica Bouchard, Heather Jones, Maddie Furkey, Tannis Robinson, Bruno Carvalho, Kevin Moore, Lucky Tally with a lucky name, Raymond Billings, Pete Petschek, Carla Owen, Emily Cunha from Nashua, Michelle DuPont coming on in. Way to go, Joshua Keaton and Sheila Upton of Bedford, Mimi Son, namely Gerode, Stephanie Healy, Tori Walker, Jim Davenport, Robin Collins. Nice job, Beth Farr. The Willett family is in. The White family, come on down. Carson Mariotti finishing. Way to go, Anthony Cariello, Kimberly Bonifant, Jacob Lawrence, and Rebecca Boulay.
And a mazel tov to another finish for Deborah Rosenthal. Concord going strong at the finish line with Rebecca Boulay and Amanda O'Toole, Kendra Messini, Team Mercurio, Joseph and Sabrina, Renee Callison, Fiona Reeve, and Joanne Bordner.
What kind of time won the race today, Andy? Do you remember?
We did not have a course record on the men's side. We did have a course record on the women's side. Holly Reese ran under 28 minutes.
Wow.
First sub 28 minute performance on the women's side.
Leanne Anderson, Jeanette Evans, Tracy Norris from Derry coming on in, Erica King, Leola Matos, Monica Wesson. I can tell you, good news and bad news, there was a headwind coming back, which is good news for cooling down a little bit. Bad news because it was a headwind, but nice job to all the runners who endured these hot temperatures, like the Mariotti family, Heidi Susi, Leanie Hodgkins, Amy Freeman, Jennifer Balakonis, Bennett Schaefer, Joel Washam, Jacqueline Burton, Jerry Schneider, Carol Figueroa, Rob Riordan, Jill Van Epps, and Timothy Lister from Merrimack. The Tranquilli family's coming in. Sat Diol, Richard Wu, 62 years old from Londonderry, Caroline Bartoli, Mia Roll, Mike Haney coming in, Ashley Chekowicz, the McDonough family. Here comes Kathleen Sullivan. All right, John Hoff, Valerie Anderson, Derek Bumford, Montana Pouliot, Ryan Pelletier, Jennifer Jordan, Kyle Milne, Heather Geiser, Brooklyn Ehrlich, Elaine Lapointe, Devin Raptor, Kristen Enman, Rory Bohannon coming in. Lynn Swenson, Corey Hartley, Peggy Leva, Jennifer Bolt coming in, Dawn Brackett, Rory Bonahan. Here comes Tiffany Hyatt. How about 10-year-old Jack Desjardins from Nashua? Strong finish, Jack. Bob Ebert, Terry Costa, Jared Pimentel.
As we hit 56 minutes on the clock, here's Sandy Rowe, Millennium Running. Bill Tyers, Milford, Decent Nowak, Concord, Chris Schaefer, Greater Lowell Roadrunners, Richard McDonough, Michelle Drolette, Steve Carey, Crystal High, Alk Lund, Greater Lowell Roadrunners, Patricia Farnham, Ryan Lambert, Isaac Horn, Oliver McMahon, Gate City Striders, Meredith Klein, Kara Harvey, Elise Hobson, and Justin Lambert.
All right, Kim Young, Heather Barisano coming on in, Nancy Yeager, Jody Langelotti, Paul Paquin of Derry. Here comes Julie Bousquet from Brookline, Randy Karen, Gregory Raymond, Amy True, Robert Francis finishing. Alexandria Hill, Sarah Lemieux, John Bizios, Audrey Savera, Sherry Arndt from Bedford.
Chris England, Melrose, Mass. Steve Provencher, Elizabeth Nowak, Rosemary Ford, Jennifer Darby, Amanda Lade, Kimberly Palmer, Rob DeGuilmo, Londonderry, Carol Neff, Bow.
Good to see so many familiar faces from Millennium Running. We'll do lots of runners coming back for all these races. Toby Hartman, Bob Felton, Jennifer England, Gail Porter, Melissa LaBelle, Jasper Brown, James Thompson from the Gate Cities coming in.
Alexander Doyle, Merrimack, Suzanne Deshays, Wyndham, Jessica Evans, Drake, Mass, Jessica Cavallero, Andover, Mass, Andrea Manso, Goffstown, Carrie Susie, Manchester, Jennifer Davis and Jennifer Lind, and Teresa Kalinsky, Harold Meddy, Team Martin, Chelsea, and Kurtz.
Stephen Ferdinand, Peter Firkins, TJ Chekowicz coming in, Brian Spinks, Lori Grandmont, Craig Heitmeyer. Let's go, Mitchell Cahill, Mark Guerra, and Cynthia Douglas.
Alyssa Bonnet, Donna Oben, Marco Dowd, Robert Busolo. As we hit 58:30 on the clock, here's Russ Jewell, Jason Bousselet, Brandon Hall, and Stephanie Isabel.
Yeah, nice job to all our runners. Go to the timing tent adjacent to the finish line. There's some large screen TVs. You can see exactly how you did today. Desiree Ackerley, Joshua Bartlett, Brittany Houghton, Dan Roy from Goffstown coming in, Lynn Scott finishing the Immediate Care ReibFest 5K.
So while you runners were out running, it was Amos Sang on the men's side. It was a pack of 4 runners. Anybody who finds a driver's license on the grounds, please bring it to the announcer's tent so we can get it back to the rightful owner. If you find a driver's license on the ground, please bring it over to the announcer's tent. So again, Amos Sang broke up a pack of 4 that included Brian Harvey, Neil Darmody, and Ruben Sanka, with Amos Sang the winner. Holly Reese by far going away to win the women's title and setting a course record.
Nice job, Kathleen Brennan, Ken Mayu, the Perry family, Eric Denslow, Chuck Green, Jen Oliviera, Crystal Avery, the McDonald family, Amy Turcott, Nick Pizovka, Rachel Bretton's in. Here comes more runners, Jessica Heipel, James Lavoski, Donald Miller, Kelly Webster, Beth Craig, Christina England, Tammy Clark, Holly Milton, Paula Schneider, Lindsay Marley, Joan Finn across the line, John Brown, 66 years old from Nashua, Benjamin Willett, John Holt, Lowell Mason from Newton. It's the Immediate Care ReibFest 5K. Happy Father's Day. Runners Katie Carey, Megan Doherty, Craig Corey, Allison Learson, Caroline Schneider, Ryan Baker, Dan Naranjo, Danny Wilson, and Amy Duquesnoy.
How about Rebecca Valancourt, Stephanie Sampson, Team Mercier? That's both Mark Merciers from Pennacook. Caitlin Johnson, Chris McInnes, Jackie Clancy, Jose Forty, Elizabeth Manning, Elisa Durant, and Ralph Butts.
Way to go, Martin Abbott, Carly Litchfield, Carrie Litchfield, Peter Boucher, Caroline Mercier, Richard Freeman coming in, Heather Byron. Sarah Beauregard from Concord, the capital city represented, Sabrina Pajot.
How about Terry Norton, Greater Lowell Roadrunners, Team Halbenick, Tara and Zach, Mia Konovalchek, Gate City Striders.
Pam Provencher finishing up, Chris Russell coming on in. Congratulations runners, Penny Sullivan from Goshen. Here comes Kezia Hoff of Londonderry, Ronnie Wing finishing up. Emmy Hoff. Make sure you head on into RibFest and enjoy the spoils of your victory.
And that spoils can now be enjoyed by Lisa McKenna from Hooksett. How about Ariel Captain, Haley Zibakowski, Amy Matatow, Shanna Miller, Lynn LaFontaine, Christine Manchester, Bill Demers, Nicole Parker, Nashua, April Smith, Melody Garrow, and Helen Brufard.
All right, Douglas Walker, come on down to the finish. George Sheldon, Tina Radwan, Stacy Ehrlich is finishing. Big shout out to all our finishers, almost 2,000 runners on a hot, humid day. Here comes Edith LaBelle, Arthur Maynard from the Queen City, Amanda and Jonathan Lawrence, Stacy Belmore, Sandra Harrington from Sharon. Here comes Heather McCormick, Diane Schiffer finishing up, Brian Piccolo from Merrimack. Good looking runners. Streaming across here, Summer Brown, Bruce Walden, Jim Perry's in, Lindsay McGuire. Nice job, Taryn Wing, Megan and Ashlyn Wing. Ryan Wolf is coming in from Drake. Nancy Wright finishing. She's in from Vermont. Laura and Dennis Chanette. Sarah Doughton, Margaret Johnson, Elise Carney from Pelham. Way to go, runners. Check out your results later, millenniumrunning.com. Be sure to stop by the prize tents if you want an age group award today. Mitchell Graham, Rebecca Joswiak, Rebecca Carver, Jillian Holmes, Courtney Vanoff from Drake, Cindy LeDuc of Litchfield. Here comes Heather Alosa from Concord. Nice job, runners. Jean Lemieux of Manchester, Carlos Guzman, John DeSisto of Derry, Molly Marticello. Looking good, runners. Looking good out there. Sherry Milne is coming in from Bow.
How about Kathy Wilson, Hudson, Henry Leong, Cambridge Sports Union. Tammy Bennett, Manchester. Jessica Porcelain, Nashua, Michael Church, Derry, take a bow. You're finishing the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. So are you, Michael Church and Lena Thayer and Adam Gerhardt from Gate City Striders, Joanne Franco. How about Team Wanamaker, Charlie and Karen, Susan Buck, Joanne Franco, Alyssa Thayer, and Tara DeSisto.
Yeah, runners way to finish strong. 14-year-old Mark Bassnett, Luann Lacaire from Hudson. We got some great looking runners coming in right now, coming down the hill and around the turn and heading for home. Here comes Lori Smith from Pembroke. Great job, runners. Go to millenniumrunning.com for your events. Stop by the timing trailer next to the finish line where you can get your results. Here comes Melissa Robb, Stephanie Willie, TJ Shaughnessy, Kathy Sear, Danielle Merrill. Kathleen Thompson is in. Paul Reardon of Nashua. Jeremy and Geneva Milani, Mindy Berube. Melissa Milani is finishing up. Nikki and Kimberly Gray.
How about Rachel Morgan from Manchester, Danielle Millett, Sandown, Sherry Burns, Concord, Linda McGrath, Derry, Mary Therese DeRozier, Manchester, finishers of the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. And now it's time for Ribs and Beer at RibFest 2017.
All right, Sherry Burns, Mary Therese DeRozier, Hannah Wollaston, Justin Hosier, Aaron D'Arsangelo, Zachary Thompson, Kristen Wardner. Make sure you stop by all the different vendor tents that we have here, like Saucony, the official running shoe is here. Say hi to Josh over at Maple Water. That stuff is delicious. The Garmin tent is here. Manchester City Marathon has a booth. All kinds of good food. Have fun before you head into RibFest. Julie Bashan finishing. Crystal Shelton, Joseph Paranello, Brooke Adams, Jimmy Lee Shelton, Stephanie Bianchi, Daniel Wills, and Gary Lawrence coming in. Nice job, Patty O'Neill. Here comes Darren Bosquet of Brookline. Nice job, Deborah Belanger, Ron Webb, Carla Reardon from the Gate Cities coming in. Nice job, Kaylee Murphy from Hudson.
Dick Huell, ladies and gentlemen, 82 years young, from Bedford, going the distance at the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. He's joined at the finish line by Jennifer Roach and Rebecca Morrow, Megan Hoberman, Goffstown, Charlene Friedman, Acton, Massachusetts. Team Anderson, Christina and Frederick. Amanda Allison, Nashua, Alexa Gillis, Goffstown, a young runner has gone the distance. Kendra Tucci will finish. David Salmon, Concord. How about Monica Miller from Concord and Karen Sylvanowicz from the Merrimack Valley Striders. Danielle Raymond from Merrimack, Hillary Woods, Goffstown.
Well done, runners. It was a hot one out there, hard to breathe, hard to get enough oxygen, but finishing makes it all the sweeter. Way to go, Kathy and David Sewell. Samantha Reed is coming in. Nice job, Bruce Campbell from Londonderry, and Robin Gagney of Goffstown, Milford's Nicole Pascali, Ralph Antulis from Nashua.
Roy Roberts from Belmont. Philip Andrews, New Ipswich, Gail and Dave Lewis, the Manchester duo. Ande Hubbard.
Love the holding hands at the finish line. Families that run together stay together. Nice job.
Long-time runner Paul Yankowskis from Londonderry, Tamara Marston, Deborah Garris, Jeff Willett, Peter Stabs, and Kathy Garfield.
Way to go, runners. You did it on a hot day. You finished the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. Kathy Garfield, Iwona Boruk, Lisa Demore, Sarah Bloom, Kathleen Beltrami, Haley Archambault, Melinda Palasi Parker from Hampton, Valerie Waite-Forkey. Nice job, runners. Congratulations, Nancy Patch from Chelmsford. Here comes Amy English. From Derry, it's Lisa Martin coming in. Here comes Lisa and Jan Martin, Jane Marshall, Norman and Patty Long, Amanda Andrews, Melissa and Kyle Lebrecht. Love these families running together on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. This is your day. Karen McGuire from Manchester coming on in. Dads, you should only be mowing the lawn today if you really love your lawnmower. Otherwise, it's your day to watch some golf. Karen McGuire, Renee Dupuis, Mary Maynard, Chelsea Campbell, Doug Wiswall, Brenda Stewart coming in.
How about Colleen Cassidy, Holly Mandingo Alley, Greater Lowell Roadrunners. Thanks for the Facebook wink.
Here comes in Christine Snover from Milford. Here comes Dave Dillabo Jr. from Hudson, along with Jessica Primo.
So this year at the Immediate Care ReibFest 5 Miler, awards are being, the age group awards are being designated by using an age-graded formula. Top 50 age-graded formula. You can pick up your awards at the awards tent. So again, we're not doing separate age groups. This is an age-graded percent. Top 50 age-graded finishers are going to win awards, and you can pick up your awards at the tent.
Sun Young Chung, Sarah Simmons, Cherry Peasley, Ann Tassinari, Christine Lesmeris. Milford football coach Keith Jones has gone off course. Maureen Boyden, Sue Graney, Oliver Beaumont, Sarah McKenna, Hannah Harmon, and Mackenzie Field.
At 11:30 on the clock, it's Joseph Anea from Nashua. Lisa Jackson, Nashua. Mary Zagzog from Nashua. Carol Roy Hollis, that the Gate City area represents at the Immediate Care ReibFest 5 Miler.
Congrats, still a steady stream of runners coming on down, like Sheila Goost of Nashua, and the Grundhoff family, Carl and Christina from Litchfield.
Randy Van de Venter, Manchester. Susan Gilcandy, Jenny Bagley, Hooksett. Jane Walsh, Newfields. Wesley Sonner, Mount Vernon.
Jane and Jenny with a nice race to the finish there. Good work.
Jonathan Clancy, Henniker. Dorothy Luongo, Amherst.
Here comes Margie Graney from Quincy, Mass. Wesley Saunders and David Hurd, Jackie Dory, Grace Preston of Bedford.
Lisa Wymet, Goffstown.
Megan Martell from Nashua is in. Karen Beretta from Brookline. Nice job, runners. MillenniumRunning.com. That's where you want to go for results online. Karen Beretta. Here comes Amanda Lashua from Nashua.
A cheer for Greg McDonald from Nashua. Give it up for Kevin Ahern, New Boston Strong. Kathleen Fensel, Nashua. Luis Rios, Nashua just finished. Here's Allison Room from Milford. Kate from Manchester. Tabitha George, Manchester. Chrissy Antulis, Nashua. Samantha Williams, Manchester. Madison Sullivan represents Milford. Cassie Cook, Merrimack, a local runner, running strong.
Way to go, Dennis Jakubowski from Loudon. Only fast runners come from Loudon, USA. Here comes Heather Porter of Nashua. Stacy Rust Belforti from Manchester's coming in. Nancy Lee Harding, Michelle Desmond, and Danielle Archambault from Windham.
Megan Elise Westbrook came down from Dunbarton and then now approaches the finish line of the Immediate Care RibFest 5-miler. And we can say the same from Kathleen Burke. She's from my hometown of Dover. Dover rocks.
Take the D out of Dover. The race is over, Kathleen. Well done. Megan Elise Westbrook from Dunbarton is in. Here comes Kim Karen from Bedford. Some young runners coming on down. Nice job.
Michelle Collier, Bedford, we have a personal item of yours at the announcer's tent in front of the finish line. Michelle Collier, Bedford, we have a personal item of yours at the finish line, at the announcer's tent at the finish line. Michelle Collier, Bedford.
Megan Elise Westbrook, Kathleen Burke, Kim Karen, Travis Blake, Lisa Piccolo from Merrimack among our recent finishers. Here comes Art and Renee Dickerman from Webster, Catherine Waldo from Manchester. Congratulations, Michael Houle from Hooksett, and Jessica Charles coming in from Franklin, Mass. Once again, you can find results online at millenniumrunning.com. There's also a timing trailer next to the finish line. You walk right up to the big screen TVs and they will show you how you did today. Comes Gloria Nolan, Terry Menard from Nashua finishing. Catherine Sheridan from Drake. Sean and Shannon O'Neill from Danville coming on in on Father's Day. Kelly Williams from the Queen City. Here comes Bethany Ross from Nashua. Nice job, Tammy Dubrile from Warner. Bethany Ross from the Gate City. It was a hot one out there, runners. You earned this one for sure. Aaron Green of Plastow.
Lorna Masters, Manchester, just steps away from going the distance at the Immediate Care RibFest 5-miler. Heather Leto, Nashua, another Millennium Running race in the books for this Gate City runner. Erin Kenny, Amesbury, Massachusetts. Michaela McMenamin, Manchester. And Chelsea Huckins, Merrimack.
Nice job, Justin Capone from Londonderry. Michelle Bloom of Candia finishing the Immediate Care RibFest 5K. 5-miler. Hopefully all the running clubs from all over New England had a great day today. Thanks for coming to New Hampshire and running this RibFest 5-miler. Much appreciated. Great to see all the fast runners out there. Jillian and Heather Williams from Manchester coming in. That's 12-year-old Jillian Williams.
I can tell you one runner from a New England club who had a very good day. Holly Reese, Battle Road Track Club, setting a women's course record.
Nice job, Doreen Calzini, Denise Lawrence, Emily Stevens, Linda Levesque of Concord. Nice job, Haley Deverell from Manchester. Maureen Polson from North Chelmsford, representing Greater Lowell Roadrunners. Nice job, Maureen.
Here's Stephen Hooper from Nashua.
Nice job, Rachel McKenna from Nashua. Very impressed with all the runners that can handle the extreme heat out there today, and humidity, tough to breathe for sure. So finishing this one is a great triumph.
Want to also recognize Megan Martell, Nashua, who finished moments ago. Here's Sharon Graham from Loudon, where today it's fast runners from Loudon, not fast cars. And the iconic Terry Lee Harrington from Salisbury, Mass, finishing yet another New England race.
Robert Hertrider, Darren Bryant, Lisa Cody's Rob Cool from Burlington, Danielle Belair from Dunbarton. Here comes Karen Daniels, Jennifer Shanky, and Cameron Holmes, Ariana Smith from Pembroke. Nice job, Eileen O'Sullivan from Merrimack. Christy Gaynor is finished along with Allison Souza from Londonderry and Adam Rosenthal of Concord.
The iconic Adam Rosenthal from Concord, the All-American rower. Go Bears, you Cal.
Nice job, June and Kevin Gray.
How about Team White, Larry and Dina from Andover, Mass. Katie Culte, Derry, Shane Reinhardt, Manchester. Sarah Ramey, Lawrence, Mass. Crystal Pepin, Methuen, Mass. Rebecca Acorn, Bedford. Danielle Gagney, Concord.
Tom Fensel from the Gate City coming on in. Way to go, Tom. Happy Father's Day.
76 years young. Here's Jason Peary, Bedford. about Team Levine, Layla and Kristen?
Here comes Jill and Lisa Wing to the finish line from Air and Antrim.
Hey, I'm all about building people up. Good job, ladies. Booyah.
Congrats to Kate Warner and Heather O'Connor. Nice job. Way to go, Tracy Martin and Lisa Parker from Contucket.
Ladies. Good work out there.
Here comes 14-year-old Kimmy Susie from the Gate City.
Good work.
Let me do that. Get back.
Nice job.
Tracy Pierce, Nashua, Sarah Tony Lowell.
Good work out there. Good job. Good work. Bro, what's needed? You put the pay signs away? No, I'm waiting for it. West.
All right, Christy Blanchett, way to finish the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. Well done. Nice job, Karen Boardman from the Gate City. Way to go, John Payne from Hooksett, skipping across the line. Also Aaron Prosser from Manchester, well done. Happy Father's Day. Pushing the stroller from Manchester, Caitlin Robinson. Here comes Donna Laporte from Derry, Manchester's James Robinson, Mark and Linda Susi from Nashua. Nice job, Jeff and Ashley Lodge. Nice job, Karen Collins, Kathleen McBride, Robin Harris, and Cheryl Vieg of Manchester. Coming to the finish, Jillian Lawrence from Manchester. Also finishing, Matthew Hayes from Manchester. Congratulations, Gloria Davison from Nashua and Ken Neff of Bow. Happy Father's Day.
we have a pair of earbuds, and they have some brown pipe cleaners with them. They were turned into the announcer. They were found at the results tent, at the results trailer. We have some earbuds, white earbuds, with some brown pipe cleaners attached to them, and they were turned into the announcer's tent. How about James and Danielle Boscow from Loudon, where today it's fast people, not fast cars from Loudon. And Janice Fournier, Kentucky. Hope you're enjoying the post-race food from Rustic Crust Pizza, Stonyfield Yogurt, and the Powerade and Dasani water from Coca-Cola Northern New England. And we thank them for their ongoing support of Millennium Running races. Now that you have the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler under your belt, check out the upcoming events tent, see what the next race or one of the next races on the schedule can be for you. Bob Sullivan, Brookline, Massachusetts, to the awards tent. Bob Sullivan, Brookline, Massachusetts, please go to the awards tent. How about Janice Fournier and Maureen Feeney finishing? Take a bow, ladies. You have finished the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. Speaking of take a bow, DJ Darren, take a bow for your outstanding work today. Here at registration and out on the course while you're running the 5 miles of the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler on course entertainment you won't find anywhere else. But you'll find it when DJ Darren is in town. How about Team Mason, Alex, Emily, and Lori finishing together? And it's Father's Day, so he gets to finish first. Jen Island and Carol Croto will go to the finish line. Little race within a race. Who's going to win the final 10 yards? It's a photo finish. How about the pride and joy of Pepperell, Massachusetts, Angela Antosh. Again, we congratulate all the finishers of the Immediate Care ReibFest 5-miler. Happy Father's Day to all the dads. Enjoy the rest of the day, whether you're staying for RibFest or heading on home. Again, thanks for being here. Have a good day, everybody.